Welcome back to MBOX Frustrated User Guide. You're watching Wi-Fi Problems Part 1. Ever wonder why the internet on your MBOX doesn't work nearly as well as it does on your other wireless devices? I did, so I took my box apart and here's what I found. The antenna is too small. It measures just 3/4 of an inch. Compare that to this metal antenna taken from a cheap smart TV. It measures 1.5 inches. It's twice as big. And laptops generally have 2 of those larger antennas, one on either side of the screen. Think about it. Laptops have twice as much antenna surface as in a smart TV, and 4 times as much as in an MBOX. So I replaced that tiny OEM antenna with a larger one taken from the left side of this laptop. It fits perfectly. There's plenty of room inside the MBOX, both for the larger antenna and for the longer coax. Did it work? Yes, it made quite a difference.
Wow!
The old MXQ tests at least as fast as this new Mecool. So if you decide to do it, just be careful because the solder pads are very close together. But no matter what you do, there are still going to be situations where no MBOX is going to stream properly. Take this one. The TV and the router are separated by 36 feet. That's about a yard beyond the typically advertised 10-meter wireless range, but we've just upgraded the antenna in the MBOX, and the router in this case is a very powerful Netgear AC750. It should work, right? But it doesn't. Advertised range assumes unobstructed line of sight. They're meaningless in most cases because houses are structures. Every time the signal passes through a wall, working range is cut in half. Go through one wall, it's down to 16.5 feet. Go through a wall and the floor, working range is cut in half again. It's down to less than 9 feet. By the time you get into the opposite corner, where the TV is located, it's down to 4.5 feet. Roughly. But we're still 36 feet away from the router. Nothing works. Not my Chromecast device. Not my Mecool octa-core. Not my Roku streaming stick. And no smart TV I've ever owned. So, I solved this problem 2 years ago by putting a cheap repeater at the bottom of the stairs. It's centrally located, there are no wires going to it. You'd hardly even know it was there. To show you how well it works, I'll be using Speedtest, an app you can get right from the Google Play Store. The before and after test should be a real eye-opener. I'll use the same MXQ that just got the antenna upgrade. 3 things to watch for are how long it takes to connect to the gateway, the IP address that we're assigned, and how fast we can download on that connection. Now watch here how long it takes to connect. We're connected directly to the router, Netgear 49. That'll be our before test, and you can see it's taking a while. Showing this in real time. Connected. Elapsed time, 27 seconds. Our IP address is 1.11, worth noting. Okay, let's run a speed test. Finding server, finding provider, have to wait. We're good. Go. Now watch the speed of the progress bar down below. Compare that to what you see later. Well, less than 2 megabits per second download. Can't stream anything with that. You need at least 10 megabits per second to stream online videos. Anything less and they're going to take forever to load. Then they're going to start and stop and start and stop. Presumably, if you're watching this, you know all about it. So next we'll connect to the repeater and see if it makes any difference. The repeater that we're trying to connect to is under that mirror, on that wall, 15 feet away from the MBOX. And there's nothing between it and the MBOX but me. So we'll go back to settings, we'll switch to the repeater. Now watch how long it takes to connect. In real time, connected. Elapsed time 4 seconds. IP address remains the same at 1.11. We just connected 6 times, almost 7 times faster. Now let's see how fast it downloads. Finding server, finding provider. All set to go. Wow! What a difference! Download. I'm going to round this off and say 70 megabits per second. Upload's going to be around 11. Now you need about 10 megabits per second to successfully stream online videos. So this is roughly 7 times the minimum signal strength needed. And if we only got 2 or 3 megabits per second directly off the router, let's do the math. 70 divided, that's like 35 times more signal strength. Now I'd like to point out that when you read about repeaters online, there are pundits who will tell you you can't use a repeater because it cuts your signal strength in half. Well, let's see. Half of 3 megabits per second would be somewhere around 1.5 megabits per second. But we're getting closer to 70. So you can either believe your eyes or you can believe the pundits. $26 or so is what I paid for that with shipping. Over 2 years ago. Of course, there's always a new model. The best advice I can give you is to match the speed of your router and be sure to select an electrical plug that matches your country. Thanks for watching. Next time on MBOX Frustrated User Guide. Setting up a repeater can be quite frustrating. It doesn't have to be. Watch Wi-Fi Problems Part 2 and I'll show you how to do it.